Hi everyone, it's Louise Rachael Mwape Miller, and today I finally want to share the real story behind why I disappeared for so long and why Jemoza Inner Beauty and Wellbeing is rebranding in such a powerful and deeply personal way. A lot of people don't know this, but Jemoza actually began all the way back in 2014. Back then, it was just a small idea, a seed God planted in me during a completely different chapter of my life. The name Jemoza carries my identity and my faith. JE stands for Jesus, MO represents Morocco, a part of who I am. ZA represents Zambia, my heritage. Together, it means Jesus first, then I follow. Even before I understood its full meaning, God already knew the journey I was about to walk. For years, Jemoza grew into a non-surgical aesthetics and complementary therapies business. I loved helping clients look and feel good, relieving their aches and pains through holistic massage and detox therapies. But behind the scenes, my health was silently but rapidly deteriorating. As a sickle cell trait carrier, I often went through multiple major sickle cell trait crises over the years from childhood. Crises that were dismissed, misunderstood, or ignored. Crises that caused long-term complications. Crises I carried in my body every single day. All of that damage built up until eventually it resulted in something I never imagined happening to me so young. Fast forward to 2020, I experienced a major sickle cell trait crisis that left me completely debilitated from head to toe for 3 months. I was in and out of extreme pain crises, battling stroke-like symptoms until later that year, those symptoms became a reality. I had a stroke. A stroke that changed everything: my brain, my memory, my processing, my energy, my ability to function day to day. Even basic understanding of simple instructions, my grip, my coordination, and full limb function. After being discharged from hospital, I threw myself wholeheartedly into re-educating others, patients, carers, medics, and anyone who would listen. I started typing my story, one finger typing, the same story that later became an international bestseller in its category. It stayed there for 4 weeks. I began advocating, speaking, hosting talks through the support group I had founded when I kept being told it's rare for carriers to suffer. But I was suffering in silence, coping at home with nothing but prayer, sleep, heat, and fluids, guided by my mother's care. On top of the stroke, I developed a severe blood clotting issue, losing extreme amounts of blood for months on a time at what seemed like my periods, sometimes with only a day or two break before it started again. This triggered relentless pelvic bone crises. Chronic tonsillitis again followed due to severely enlarged tonsils. I had chronic, constant nauseating headaches, very low oxygen levels, which developed into sleep apnea and chronic pain. It took 3 years and multiple complaints before I finally received urgent surgery in June 2024. Surgery to remove the lining of my uterus, the only way to stop the bleeding and the devastating pelvic bone crisis. Throughout those years, my mind felt blurred, my energy was gone, but I still had the hunger to learn, heal, and write, even though I didn't feel like I was truly living anymore. And that's why I disappeared. Not because I quit, not because I didn't care, but because I had no choice. I had to fight to stay alive, to recover, and to rebuild my life from the ground up, while also supporting my mom, who is my carer, but who was also severely unwell. That season was painful, humbling, lonely, and sometimes terrifying, but it also brought clarity. During recovery, sitting in silence after family conflict, emotional trauma, and the need to retreat, God began revealing the true purpose behind Jemoza, the purpose He planted in 2014. He showed me that Jemoza was never meant to be only about outward beauty. It was meant to be about inner beauty, healing, identity, transformation, and purpose. I realized the stroke didn't end me, it realigned me. And that's why Jemoza is rebranding now. It's no longer about aesthetics. It's about healing from the inside out. And so the Jemoza family has grown into 4 branches. Jemoza Wellbeing Academy, resources and courses to heal emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Jemoza Writers Academy, guiding you to heal and create through writing, turning your story into purpose. And the Sickle Cell Trait Academy, joining forces with symptomatic sickle cell trait, Global Voices United, to empower and educate sickle cell trait carriers, their families, and the medical world who are supposed to care for them alike. Jemoza publishing and merchandise will follow, which will include self-help books, healing journals, identity tools, and so much more. This rebrand is not a marketing move, it's a testimony. It's the result of survival, resurrection, and divine purpose. So yes, that's why I disappeared. And that's why I'm returning now, restored, refocused, and ready to help others heal and shine from within. Welcome to Jemoza Wellbeing Academy. Welcome to the journey God intended from the beginning.